First and most important question, how is the off-season golf game looking?
Bad start, but I kind of cleaned it up at the end. Had a couple good rounds at the end, but I love to play golf, so any day I get to go out and play 18 holes is awesome.
Yeah, any golf's good golf, right?
Right.
I know in the off-season there's been a lot of conversation about some of the veteran turnover here, losing guys like Santander, Corbin Burns, James McCann, guys who have been here for a bit. I know it's only been a few days, but what's kind of the initial attitude of guys in the clubhouse so far?
Yeah, vibes are great. Everybody seems, everybody obviously is here early, so that's a great sign. And, it's just a group of guys that, we know what we're capable of. Maybe, we had, I would say, 2 good seasons the last 2 years, but we haven't ultimately done, what we want to do. So I think, the collective unit of players is probably more experienced than we had last year. We lost a few guys that were vets, but we also added a few. And guys got another year older, another year wiser. Adding a guy like Charlie Morton, adding a guy like Gary Sanchez, Tyler O'Neill, Ramon Laureano. I mean, these are good veteran players that have experienced the ups and downs of the seasons and had success in the playoffs and done all these things. So, we're going to lean on them and. Ultimately, I think we have a really talented, deep group of baseball players that are hungry and want to win.
And, you talk about the hunger to win in the playoffs. How valuable is it to have guys like Morton and Gary who have been there, done that?
Yeah, I think that goes without saying. It's the playoffs is a different animal. It's, once you get to that point, the lights are brighter, everybody's watching, every game is under such a microscope. It's something that if you haven't experienced before, it can kind of take you by surprise. But, adding those guys is huge. And everybody else, has experiences from the last 2 years. They weren't great experiences, which is probably a motivating factor and something that is good for us as well. So, we'll lean on those guys and lean on our own experiences and come together as a unit. And, we're a long way from October, but, it starts today.
Now, on a personal note for you, last year, get thrust into a little bit more action with Ryan Mountcastle going down. What did you learn about your game, going up against, hey, I'm not just a right-handed masher anymore. It's, I'm playing lefties, I'm playing everybody.
Yeah, well, clearly, I want to do whatever I can to help the Orioles win games. If that means playing more first base, playing outfield, pinch hitting, whatever it is, I want to be good at it, and I want to be a valuable piece to this team. So, working on my defensive first base right now a lot, trying to make it so that whenever Mountie does need a day or whatever may happen, there's no drop-off there at first base, and that's something that I take a lot of pride in. And I wasn't happy with how I played defensively for a stretch last year, and so that's something for me. But other than that, I just want to continue to get better and do whatever I can to help when my name's called.
And it's a really deep team. There's a lot of hitters that can be used situationally and things like that. That's a role that you've been seemingly very comfortable with for the past few seasons. How bought in do you think this clubhouse is to saying, okay, there's 13 guys who can be in the lineup pretty consistently and we're going to play the best matchups we can?
Yeah, I definitely think guys are bought in. I think a great example of that is everybody was here 3, 4, 5 days early. Some guys here a week and a half, 2 weeks early. That just shows to me that guys are hungry. Guys are excited to be back together because everyone here believes that we could do something special.
Awesome. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, guys.